OnePlus 6 is coming with a notch.
It's all gone.
The OnePlus 6 launch date is just weeks away, and with a huge number of leaks and even official teasers from OnePlus itself, we already have a pretty good idea of what you can expect. Many OnePlus 6 leaks point to an Android smartphone that combines faster speeds with a trendy all-screen with notch design while remaining affordable next to other flagship devices. OnePlus 6 will be replacing the OnePlus 5T. The 5T was already one of the more impressive smartphones of 2017, finally bringing the taller display that's fashionable among the big brands, as well as the improvements to the camera. The OnePlus 6 promises to be even better. So let's cut to the chase. The OnePlus 6 launch date has been confirmed as May 16th, May 17 in China and India, with an event being held in London, England to show off the handset. It's still unclear when the OnePlus 6 release date will be. It looks like the OnePlus 6 price will be the highest the firm has ever charged for a smartphone. Exactly how much it will cost is one of the things we don't know for certain about the new phone, but everything points to it being more expensive than last year's devices. The latest price leaks point to a OnePlus 6 price tag between $520 for the 64 gigs model and $749 for the new 256 gig variant. It could also go as far as £700 in reality when the UK prices are announced. A small price increase would not be a surprise considering the specs rumored for the OnePlus 6 and its competition in the market. But a gem quite this large will be hard for some fans to handle.
You know what I'm going to do with you?
What?
Kick
No.
in the butt.
So let's talk about the OnePlus 6 design and display. The screen notch, headphone jack, water resistant, glass rear with dual cameras and fingerprint scanner, bigger 6.28-inch screen are all confirmed. It's official, the OnePlus 6 will have an iPhone X style notch in its display, although it will be smaller than the one found on Apple's flagship smartphone.
It's not funny!
The Chinese firm has also confirmed that the OnePlus 6 will feature the biggest screen it's ever put on a phone while not increasing the handset's overall size, resulting in a 90% screen-to-body ratio. The OnePlus 6 CEO has confirmed that the OnePlus 6 will have a glass design, which is a departure from the metal unibody featured on the 3, the 3T, the 5 and the 5T. The screen looks big, and with the OnePlus 5T already boasting a 6.01-inch display, rumors that the OnePlus 6 screen will measure 6.28 inches are now even more believable. Know that the OnePlus 6 will adopt a glass rear, something that has been missing from the firm's previous handsets. The leak also shows a vertically stacked dual rear camera setup in the mobile in the middle of the phone with a fingerprint scanner below it. We have also seen a leaked spec sheet listing a 6.28-inch 2280 by 1080 display with the phone said to be 7.5mm thick and 175 grams, and leaked screenshot revealing a widescreen 19 by 9 aspect ratio. Cases for the OnePlus 6 are already appearing online even though the handset hasn't launched, and they are giving us another look at what the handset design might be. The OnePlus 6 is almost certain to pack dual rear cameras, and a leaked spec list reveals it might have a dual-lens f1.7 camera on the back with 20 megapixel and a 16 megapixel sensors, the same as on the OnePlus 5T. However, the front-facing camera is listed as being a 20 megapixel f2.0 lens, up from the 16 from the OnePlus 5T, which does raise our suspicions a little as this seems pretty high. OnePlus has published an animation on its Twitter account mentioning that you'll be able to focus the cameras with the alert slider. More recently, the OnePlus CEO shared a number of high-resolution camera samples from the OnePlus 6 on Chinese microblogging site Weibo. Looking at the EXIF data for the shots, it appears they were taken with the 16 megapixel rear camera and the quality looks high, although it's worth noting all were taken in good light. The real test for smartphone cameras these days is low light, and we are still in the dark on how OnePlus 6 will perform and when the sun goes down. The same leaked spec list shows a 3450 mAh battery, which would be a slight increase from the 3300 mAh juice pack in the OnePlus 5T. It's worth noting that most of the specs match the Oppo R15 or the Oppo R15, which makes sense since OnePlus flagships are more often similar to Oppo ones as the two companies are linked. So let's talk about the OnePlus 6 power and storage. There is no more guesswork required here. The OnePlus 6 will pack a Snapdragon 845 chipset coupled with 8GB of RAM and 250GB of onboard storage, as confirmed by the CEO. However, we expect a cheaper option to be available, likely with the less RAM and storage, with a rumor pointing to 6GB of RAM and 64GB of storage configuration and an Android 8.1 audio on board. We have also seen another leak pointing to a Snapdragon 845 chipset, 6GB of RAM and 128GB of onboard storage, along with Android 8.1 audio, which makes we'll see at least two variants of the OnePlus 6. OnePlus has also teasing the power capabilities of its upcoming flagship with a Twitter post video saying the speed you need. OnePlus has also teased gesture controls on the handset, posting a teasing clip on its Twitter feed. Previous OnePlus smartphones have featured lock screen features, allowing you to quickly launch things such as the camera or the torch. The teaser could point towards some additional gestures being added on the OnePlus 6. So let's see whether the OnePlus team can deliver the speed and the specs we need.